SAMHE stands for Schools Air Quality Monitoring for Health and Education, and is led by Henry and Paul. And I'm leading on the schools engagement, which is why I'm talking about it. Effectively, SAMHE is trying to increase our knowledge about indoor air quality in schools. I'm going to launch the web app, which is absolutely central to the project, which you'll see on our diagram in a minute. We're hoping to launch that in early 2023. And what I'm going to talk about is how we have been engaging schools in the process of designing this web app, because we need this, the success of this project is completely dependent on schools using this web app. So school communities are said thank you are absolutely central to the process, and our web app is going to allow people to see the data from their monitors, which will be connected via Wi-Fi to our web app, and they will be able to see their data in real time and use it to monitor their air quality. If I take that for that. Yeah. Okay, so the web app is completely central. We've been co-designing it, and it's going to have interactive visualizations of air quality data. Blah, blah, blah. Right. So really central to this is both initial engagement, so getting schools on board, and then continuing engagement, because we'd really like them to continue using the project. So we've using the monitors. So we've worked with 20 schools in 3 different groups: teachers, pupils with a teacher, and then art credit scholars, who are 16 to 18-year-olds who are trying to get more young people involved in STEM. So they helped us design our fabulous logo. We discussed websites that they like using, and they gave us a steer that clear information and content was more important than the theme. We had an idea that we might have a theme for it, but it was, yeah, the clear information was important. We learned about how SAMHE activities could fit into what the school already does. We designed activities for the web app, and we're going to use some videos and quizzes because they were very popular, as were badges and certificates and online stickers and stuff, because apparently everybody loves this. Schools want to use SAMHE in different ways. So some schools have science clubs, STEM clubs, eco clubs, or school councils who said that they wanted to have it as a regular thing that they would do as part of their activities. Others wanted to use it for specific aspects of the curriculum that they maybe find hard to hit already. So, for example, data logging is something that they have to do in primary schools, and often schools don't really know how to do this, or they have to hire in a data logger or whatever. Whereas this would act as a data logger for them. And also cross-curricular things like thinking scientifically. Or particular enrichment exercises, so career pathways or environmental citizenship. So schools have lots of ideas of how the project is to get involved. So the web app will prompt pupils to do 8 kinds of activities. The eagle eyes amongst you will note there's only 7 here. That's because Henry and I have come up with a new one, which is be a data scientist as our 8th activity, and we haven't got a logo for that yet. But they're going to prompt pupils in-app to do things like opening windows, so that's environment action, people action, so this might be everybody in the room move towards the monitor and see what happens to the CO2 levels, analysis, which is where they'll be asked to look at some graphs that are coming out of the monitor and do some analysis related to that, watch videos, and that might be stuff that we've produced or stuff that others have produced, follow links, so we've already got the fabulous resources that GAP have produced links from that. Data entry, so this is really important. This is about schools giving us contextual information about where their monitor is. So we can get these monitors into these 2,000 classrooms, fantastic. But that won't tell us anything about the useful in terms of air quality research, unless we know things like what sort of room is it in, how high are the ceilings, how many children are in there, what the occupancy levels, those kind of things. So that data entry is really important. And then also opportunity for people to get creative. So it might be drawing a picture and uploading it, for example, or telling us something about the space that they are monitoring in. So ongoing engagement is completely critical. So we're going to do this. This is all, again, based on what the schools have told us. So we're going to do this based on badges. videos and quizzes, lots of content, lots of links out to the many other fantastic resources that are out there. Curriculum signposting for teachers, they told us that was really important because it would allow them to just say, yeah, I can do that activity and it fits into this aspect of my curriculum. And we're also going to recommend activities in-app tailored to the things that they've already done. So this is a timeline for the project, which is a bit small, but basically we are currently in this beta testing phase. So this is testing the web app that we have. I think it's gone to the team yesterday, or will be going today. So the team are going to test it today and the rest of this week and next week, and then we've got some schools testing it then. So we're really looking for pioneer schools right now. So we've got 48. We're looking for another 50 or so schools who can get started with this version of the app that we know is not perfect. But those schools will be absolutely critical for helping us improve the app before we launch SAMHE, which will happen in early 2023. So, what can you do? You can follow us on Twitter. You can go to samhe.org.uk/content and sign up for our newsletter. And the other really important thing is that if you are a school or you have links to schools and you are not yet registered to be a pioneer school and you think you might have some time between now and January to help us test the web app and get your monitor early, then you can sign up to be a pioneer school.